Hi, welcome to Jigsaw Geek, and today I am going to talk about two puzzles that I did. Now, I know it's traditional for people to talk about one puzzle, but I did a puzzle and then I got very busy. Something happened, I can't remember, and then a friend came in from out of town. I got busy, and so I wasn't able to make the video about it. Then I also went ahead and did another puzzle. You've probably already seen on my channel that I did a short about this puzzle, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. So this is a 1,000-piece puzzle called VW Cool Faces from Eurographics Puzzles. And I'll admit that initially I didn't cheat, but then I started to, because by cheat I mean look at the box. Because with collage puzzles, there's so many little pieces that, little pieces in the sense that there's so many smaller puzzles within the larger puzzle, and then you just kind of get a mess real fast. Unless you were able to focus on one single section and keep doing it that way. But I don't. Like, for example, I'll try to do, after I do the edge pieces, I'll pick colors. Like I think I started with the reds. I did all the reds, and then you don't know where the reds go in the puzzle. And then, you'll go maybe for the blues, or you'll go for example, there are numbers in this puzzle because of the license plates. And most of them are at the bottom of the squares, but then there are a couple that have them in the top of the squares, and so it can get confusing. And so I just decided that for the most part, I tried to not look, but in order to keep this puzzle manageable, I also tried to put the puzzle pieces in the trays. I think that's the way I'm going to try to do puzzles from now on, instead of putting them all over the table. And so this was a lot of fun to do. There's a lot of little secrets hidden throughout. For example, you'll find Cheech and Chong in one car window with Bob Dylan as the driver. And then you've got the hippie bus, although a lot of these are hippie Volkswagens to begin with. The Rolling Donuts one was a lot of fun to do, the one with the wings, the big smiley face. So it was just a fun and engaging puzzle. I'm very happy that I did this. Now, why did I choose this puzzle? I chose this puzzle because of the giant box, and I'm trying to save space. So the puzzles with the biggest boxes have to be done first. And so that's going to lead me to the second puzzle that I did. Now, I totally chose this just because of the big puzzle box, and that's going to be this Springbok 1000. Now, this was an add-on to an order. So this isn't a puzzle that I would normally choose, but I really ended up enjoying this. This was a lot of fun. So it's a pretty large puzzle. It took up almost the whole of my table. In fact, when I'm filming the video, it's hard to get the edges in. And so, of course, I started with the edges because I just like doing that. And then as I was separating the pieces, I separated all of the letters and the edges. I did the edges first, and then I went right into the letters. And doing the letters was a lot of fun. I actually like doing the letters, but I did the major, largest letters first, some of the small ones. And then after that first puzzling session, I decided that I was going to use the box to organize where all the letters go, just so that I wouldn't have puzzle pieces all over the table. And in fact, in the video, you might see me collecting all of the letter pieces that I didn't use and putting them on the side. And what I did eventually is I would put those in one by one as I kind of came across them. So from there, I would focus on different either colors or backgrounds. The ones with the black backgrounds were the easiest, so I did those. But then, of course, you have a really light shade of purple flower in the right-hand corner. You've got a darker shade of purple in the left corner. The pepper really stood out, and the carrots right next to it. And certain ones had a certain kind of texture, not texture, but the way that it was photographed was a little bit duller, and that was the peppers and the basil. And from there, it was kind of easy. And what was really interesting about Springbok puzzles is the piece shapes are so unique that it's really a lot of fun to find the pieces and put them in place. So I really enjoyed this 1,000 piece Springbok puzzle. And I think I'm going to be, so far, even though the Springboks are squares and they don't really fit into my puzzle portfolio, I think Springbok is leading the pack of puzzles that are the most fun to put together so far. Not only the designs, but also because of the piece shapes. So there you have the two most recent puzzles that I did. And I am going out of town again. This is summer, so I'm taking a couple of vacations. I'm going to go out of town for about 4 days. So I might try to do one more puzzle before I leave because I'm not going for another 2 to 3 days. And then, and by the way, this puzzle it did not take that long to do. I think because of the ease of doing this puzzle. So if you see a puzzle like this is actually not that difficult to do, especially if you cheat and look at the box. So those are the two puzzles that I ended up putting together, and I had a lot of fun doing both of them. I really enjoyed this one a lot more than this one, although this one was certainly fun. Eurographics versus Springbok. It does have a really vintage vibe to it. So those are the two puzzles that I put together. I hope you enjoyed watching the footage of me putting these puzzles together. Of course, any comments that you have are greatly appreciated, and I want to thank all of you for the support.